Hello Slapafish community, welcome back to another World Tanks Console video. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the TR-85M1. So the TR-85M1 is right before the T-72M2E. I believe I got that name right. And is right after the TR-125. This is the final TR tank in the TR line. And it is, when the new Eastern Alliance stuff came out, for the TR line, for the T-72M2E, this was the one I was the most interested in because of that rate of fire. That incredible rate of fire DPM that it had. So, honestly, it does 440 damage. It still has the same gun as the TR-85 and TR-580, but with the statistics buff to match up with Era 3. But you're doing 440 damage with a 4.9 second base reload, which gives you a DPM of 5,386, and which also your penetration is 530 on its standard, 600 on its premium, and if you want to fire high explosive, it's 135. This tank is very fun. I do really like it. The slow, horsepower per ton does really hold it back. It's had 17.2, but climbing up hills, it's very, very sluggish, and everything just zooms around past you. That's not really a TR, it's not really the tank's fault, it's more of the Era 3 being too fast. So, yeah, you're definitely quite a bit sluggish, but that's perfectly fine. Also, your aim time is 1.7 seconds, and your accuracy, what is the accuracy? 0.17, so, yeah, this tank is really freaking accurate. That's almost on par with the M60AX, which is the most accurate tank in this game. I've already done a video on the M60AX and how accurate you can get that tank down. So you don't really need to worry about the accuracy on the TR-85M1. So I really outdid the alpha and to get it as good as I possibly can, and I got it down to a 3.7 or a 3. Yeah, it's 3.7. So I really do like this gun. If you can get the gun to work, then you are really going to tear through everything because nothing can keep up with your DPM. Yeah, base 5,300 DPM, quite good. Doing 440, and also since you have a reload that's under 5 seconds, that is the perfect amount to perma-track people, especially when you get the 3.7 seconds that I have. Perma-tracking is the thing that you want to do in this tank because you're going to get so much assist, and you get so much assist, and yeah. It just really helps you out, and easily to remark this thing too. If you just keep tracking people in place and just annoy people by so much, and it's really funny to do it. But yeah, speaking of being able to track people, you have 5 degrees of gun aversion, so it's going to be really hard to get shooting those tracks, especially when you're really close up against T-72s or the 477A, which I had problems with. But I did manage to perma-track it when I was up close. It's kind of hard, but works really, really well. It's funny because the 477A cannot get its dangerous gun onto me. It was quite funny. So, what about the armor of the TR-85M1? So, the armor of the T-85M1, it still has the 200mm plate that all the TR tanks in Era 2 did. It's not as angled back as the TR-125, but it's pretty angled back. Probably the TR-85, just like the TR-85. What else? The turret armor, with the TR tanks in Era 2, the turret armor was usually the most weakest. You wanted people to shoot your upper plate than shooting your turret, because your turret just didn't really hold up. Now that kind of is changed a little bit because you do have 320mm of frontal turret armor plus 100mm where your gun is, and yeah, it's a little, so your turret can occasionally pull off some ricochet. Basically, what I would say about this entire tank, your tank can occasionally pull off some ricochets, but not really relying on the armor, because you're definitely in Era 3 where everything has like 500, 600, 700, up to 1,000 millimeters of penetration, no matter how angled you get. 200 millimeters somewhere, you're not really going to be reliably bouncing anything. Do you have side scraping potential in this tank? Your side armor is 80 millimeters, so you might have some potential right there. You're not going to get overmatched, I'll tell you that. But since this is a medium tank, you don't really need to know about the armor stuff. You do have 3,250 hit points. The way I can sell this tank, I want to say, is the gun with that really good rate of fire and the mobility to help you get into those positions. I wish it did have a little bit extra gun depression so I can shoot more tracks, but yeah. But if you can perma track people like I'm doing right here on this thumper, and you're just racking up the damage and racking up the assistance, this thing is actually really fun. Sometimes it can be very annoying, but overall I did find this tank very, very fun. And when I was streaming and like going through this tank line between T-72M versus the TR-85M1, I wanted to play the 85M1 more and more and more because it's just so much better. I did like all the TR tanks, so I know quite a bit of people don't like the TR tanks, but I really do like the TR tanks. So this was really up my alley of tanks I wanted. Kind of disappointed that the T-72, like the top era tank in this line was not a TR tank. Maybe they could have gave us 2 top era 3 tanks. Maybe found another TR tank after the TR-85M1. That would have been fantastic for the ones of us that like TR tanks to have like a top era 3 TR tank, which would be great, and I would love it. So yeah, TR tank, rate of fire, kind of mobility, and decent armor. So you can pull off some ricochets, block these little guns from firing, and maybe some HD gems will get a sword in your side, or maybe some prize ricochets. Armor, not really anything. You just, Anyway, that's it for this video. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Also, remember Slapafish because while I'm saying, and pizza. See ya.